I can still fix it!
Roomie spent the entire film terrified of one thing: her closest friends finding out what she really was. And when the truth came out anyway, it nearly destroyed everything. But here's what nobody's talking about. Roomie isn't the only one hiding something. Every single person in this franchise is sitting on a secret. And in the sequel, those secrets aren't going to stay buried. Today, we're going through every major character in K-pop Demon Hunters and exposing exactly what they're not telling us. Quick question. Imagine living inside the K-pop Demon Hunters world for real. Which team are you on? If you're Team Zoe, drop a turtle in the comments. If you're Team Roomie, like this video and subscribe. And if you're Team Mira, share this video. Now, let's start with the character the fandom has never fully trusted. Selene gets very little screen time for someone who plays such a massive role in Roomie's life. She's a former hunter, a member of the Sunlight Sisters alongside Roomie's mother, and the woman who raised Roomie after her mother died. On the surface, that sounds like devotion, but look closer, and the picture gets complicated fast. Here's the thing about how Selene raised Roomie. She didn't just protect her, she taught her to hide, to suppress her markings, to treat her own demon side like something shameful that needed to be buried before anyone could see it. And that shame didn't stay with Selene. It transferred directly onto Roomie and followed her into adulthood. By the time we reach their final confrontation in the film, Selene still can't bring herself to hurt Roomie, which tells us clearly she loves her. She genuinely sees her as a daughter. But love and guilt can exist in the same person at the same time. Because the theory that's been circulating in this fandom, that Selene is directly responsible for the deaths of Roomie's biological parents, actually holds up when you look at her behavior. The overprotection, the secrecy, the way she flinches whenever Roomie's demon side surfaces. That's not just fear. That reads like someone who did something irreversible and has spent years trying to make it right without ever saying what it was. Now that Roomie has fully accepted her demon side, Selene is running out of places to hide. The sequel might force her to finally say out loud what she's been carrying since before Roomie was old enough to ask questions.
Cover those up. You only have those because
my dad was a demon.
And then there's the character who's been absent from every scene but present in every frame, Roomie's father. His markings are literally written on her skin. His power surfaces every time she transforms. He shaped who she is more than anyone in this story, and we don't even know his name. Selene never mentions him. Roomie never asks, which suggests she's already decided what he was, an evil demon who's gone, and who she can't afford to think about too much. It's the same logic that led her to beg Selene to kill her after her own transformation.
please.
Do it!
She'd rather be destroyed than become something like him. But what if that story isn't accurate? What if Roomie's father survived, not by fighting, but by running, retreating deep into Guima's realm where even the Demon King couldn't reach his mind? Or going into hiding specifically because Guima's awareness of Roomie's existence made her a target, and staying close was more dangerous than disappearing.
You think you can fix the world? You can't even fix yourself.
Now that Guima knows exactly who Roomie is and what she carries, there's no reason left for her father to stay hidden. If he's been protecting her from a distance this whole time, the sequel might be where he finally steps out of the shadows. And when he does, everything Roomie believes about herself, her demon side, her parents, and what she's capable of becoming gets completely rewritten.
You're too much and not enough. You'll never belong anywhere.
Zoe's version of hiding is completely different from Mira's, but just as damaging. Where Mira pushes people away, Zoe does the opposite. She bends herself into whatever shape makes everyone else comfortable. People pleaser, peacekeeper, the one who absorbs tension so nobody else has to feel it. And she does it so automatically that she doesn't even notice it's happening until the pressure becomes too much to contain. We see it when she goes completely frantic trying to find new lyrics the night before the Idol Awards. We see it in the way she words things when she's stressed, rushing, over-explaining, apologizing in advance for taking up space. She wants to be agreeable so badly that she'll work herself into the ground before she admits she's struggling. Her backstory feeds directly into this. Growing up Korean American, never fully belonging in either world, Writing lyrics that her peers didn't understand, Zoe learned early that being too much of herself came with consequences. So she learned to edit, to soften, to make herself easier to accept. The sequel could take this somewhere really painful. A lyricist who can't write anymore. A performer who's lost the passion that made her want to perform in the first place. Full burnout. And Roomie and Mira having to remind her, not just that she's talented, but that they love the version of her she keeps trying to hide.
Everything is at stake, and we just need to get through this together.
On the surface, Mira feels like an open book. Bold, loud, unapologetic. The girl who turned being called the problem child into an entire personality and built a global career on it. But that's exactly the thing about Mira. The version she shows the world is a performance, a carefully constructed one. We do get to see underneath it. We see her in pajamas having real conversations with her friends. We watch her cry after nearly losing her life to Guima. We watch her completely collapse on the couch after the world tour ends. There's a real person under the armor, but even that person is keeping something locked away. Mira's deepest wound isn't the family that rejected her. It's the belief she formed because of them, that she doesn't deserve to have a real family at all, that she'll eventually lose everyone anyway, so she might as well leave first. Guima knew exactly where to aim. He didn't attack her strength. He went straight for that belief, that she's fundamentally unlovable, because it was already sitting there waiting to be used. In the sequel, that wound could push her towards something destructive, not because she turns villain, but because she starts pulling away from the people she actually loves before they can hurt her first. And Huntrix can't function as three if one of them is quietly walking out the door.
You know, I feel like we got a nice little break.
Yeah, I definitely feel recharged.
Me too.
Now let's talk about who might be coming for Huntrix in part 2. After everything Guima watched happen at the Idol Awards, the Saja boy's getting closer to Huntrix than any demon ever had before. He has to know something. Direct confrontation doesn't work. Huntrix is too strong and too united when they see the threat coming. So what's the smarter move? Don't let them see it coming. What if Guima's next play is a demon hidden so completely in the human world that even Huntrix doesn't suspect them? Not a performer with glowing eyes and an obvious agenda, but someone embedded in the music industry itself. A producer, a manager, someone close enough to Huntrix to do real damage before anyone realizes what they are. Think about how long Roomie hid her markings from her own best friends. A demon who knows how to behave human, who doesn't water plants with coffee or do anything that trips Roomie's instincts, could get all the way inside before the reveal. That's the kind of threat that would genuinely shake Huntrix, because it wouldn't come from the stage or the demon realm. It would come from someone they trusted. 5 characters, 5 secrets that the first film only scratched the surface of. Selene's guilt, Mira's abandonment wound, Zoe's burnout, a demon hiding inside the music industry, and a father who might not be gone at all. K-pop Demon Hunters gave us one of the most layered casts in recent animated history, and part 2 hasn't even started digging yet. Drop your theory in the comments. Which secret do you think hits hardest in the sequel? Which character are you most nervous about? Subscribe for more breakdowns like this, and see you in the next one.